You're listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. Now, the largest new media platform on the web and your number one source for after-show entertainment.
Very good, Dean Johnson.
From the AfterBuzz Studios in Los Angeles, California, and streaming live on Ustream, this is AfterBuzz TV for the Real Housewives of New Jersey. We'll break down tonight's episode and get you all the latest Real Housewives news and gossip. If you'd like to buzz in on tonight's show, you can buzz us at 424-256-1729. That's 424-256-1729. And now, picking up where the show leaves off and the buzz continues, it's AfterBuzz TV for the Real Housewives of New Jersey.
What's up, AfterBuzzers? This is Christina and Jesse Janity coming live at you from the inside of the studio. And also Courtney Stewart on the phone tonight. What up, girl?
Hi, how you guys doing?
Good, we miss you.
I know, I'm so sorry I couldn't be in studio this evening.
Where you at, girl?
I am actually on my way home, so I'm driving.
Oh, holla. Nice.
AfterBuzz TV does not promote driving and talking on your cell phone.
Oh, she's on a hands-free, I'm sure.
Hey, of course, I am hands-free.
Courtney's always doing right by the law.
Yes, always abiding by the law.
So, did you catch last night's episode? Or today's episode?
I sure
rather?
did.
Oh my gosh, how did you love or hate?
I loved so much that I really just wish they let Caroline Manzo go apeshit on stupid Kim G. Like, I wish they had just let them go at it.
Let her fly on it. I was waiting as well. She's all kicking somebody out of Melissa's house.
I thought it was awesome because Kim G is just obnoxious and completely pointless, and I don't know why she exists on that show at all.
Agree all day, but it was nice to see her for 2.7 seconds and back to her exit, stage left.
Exactly.
Right where she belongs. So the episode tonight started with Melissa and Teresa. She's telling, of course, they're doing their usual, trying to get the family back together.
They're trying. How funny was it that Melissa came in and Teresa was upset with her outfit?
Oh, yeah, at that other party. I'm like, girl, you're leggy. She's Boobs McGee. Like, come on now. Don't hate. Don't hate. Just appreciate. Appreciate a nice orange glow.
Yeah, I know I'm skipping ahead, but I was just like, really? Are we really talking about outfits right now? Because everybody and their clothing is out of control in that show, except Caroline, who dresses like she doesn't even live where everybody else lives.
Exactly. I loved how Chris tried to escort her and do the stand-up gentleman thing for her and his relationship with his best friend, and got busted up by Albie Jr. Yeah.
Albie was getting very aggressive, which I don't ever see. So it was kind of like, wow. But I get it. The whole Kim G thing was just obnoxious. And they just wanted to be like, nip it in the bud now, lady. You have no good intentions for anybody.
Exactly. And Caroline definitely mentioned that. And Kim G finally exits with Caroline threatening her to have her escorted out. She doesn't want to leave now.
Why did Kim G have bodyguards?
That's exactly what I was going to say. So we finally found out who that old man was. It's not her man. It's not her driver. It's her bodyguard. How could we have overlooked that? How could we have overlooked that?
I have no idea, but I'm so confused. First of all, why is your bodyguard 80?
You know?
And second of all, why are you bringing a bodyguard at all?
Oh, it's so Danielle Staub of her.
Very, very Danielle of her. Very Danielle of her. But it kept the drama coming, so I guess I appreciate it.
Well, next we saw Kathy's Christmas Eve with Victoria and Joseph, her kids. I haven't seen them any at all this season, have you?
The kids?
Yeah.
They were a little bit in that one episode where they were talking about the kids having to sign contracts to be on good behavior. And
Oh, my
the
gosh.
son, it was hilarious because the son kind of said, well, you know I'm going to drink, right, Mom? Like, when I'm a senior, I'm
You
going
know,
to
isn't
have
that
a
kind of
couple
dick in
drinks.
the soup of her?
Yeah.
Just a bit, just a bit. And then they start talking about the relationship between Kathy's mother and Giacinto. And
Yeah.
homegirls, I don't know what the polite term is, but homegirl's butchy sister made sure to get up in that conversation too. I don't understand why they call him Gino. It's Giacinto. So whatever.
They are all some interesting characters. to
I
say the
know.
least. Some very interesting characters. And some interesting looking characters also.
Absolutely, absolutely. But Kathy's kids were so cute, though.
I think they are cute. Well, Pat Lambert was a complete hater.
Oh,
on the
Lambies.
daughter.
Oh, Lambies. By the way, where you at, Lambies? Where you at?
That's what I was going to ask you guys. Where is Mr. Pat Lambert?
It's in Boston.
Pat Lambert has jump shipped. He went back to Boston. And
He
apparently,
is back.
it was his birthday this weekend, and he feels just too good for AfterBuzz right now.
Trying to get his
He left
education
to get his
on.
party on? Is that what I'm hearing?
Well, he told me he was leaving to go to school.
Well, he went to get his party on, and then he starts school. But
Oh.
hey, Courtney calls in. Huh?
I know. What's up with that?
Exactly.
What's up with that? Well, thank
That
you
is
so much for
very
calling in.
whack.
Otherwise, I would have been my lonesome. And Jesse, like, where is everybody? Well, then later on, after that, we go to Caroline on 101.5 with Caroline Rules. And it got a little
Yes.
emotional. Got a
It
little
did. It was a
emotional.
little bit soft there. And poor Chris, her brother, calling in about Wackadacka Ashley.
At least she had a couple more on her panel this time to ease her nerves. And the topic was divorce.
Yeah.
And she definitely made a few really, really tight statements that I hold close to my heart. She said something to the effect of, a true friend tells you what you need to hear, not what you want to hear.
Amen. I second that
Well,
8 times over.
heard that. Because a good friend will tell you what's up. They won't sugarcoat it for you. They'll let you know. But then
And you will be open to it. Even
Absolutely.
if it bothers you or upsets you, you recognize that that's your friend, and they wouldn't say it if they didn't love you.
heard. Well, boys and girls, you better tell me if I'm effing up.
I know.
You know? Because I will listen.
I'll let you know. I'll let you know.
Thanks, Bill. Well, then Chris calls in and he's talking about Ashley and how to make their relationship better. And like we talked about last week, like I really think it's tough work to be a good parent. Like she loves her dad and she misses him, but he's a vacation dad, and he's not really in her life as much as Chris is. So of course Chris is going to be the fatherly hand.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and I just thought it was so heartfelt that he called in. They're like all in tears, and I almost shed one myself. It was so sad.
It was sad. And then I think it almost touched home even more when they're at Caroline's a little bit later for Christmas.
Mm-hmm.
And Ashley brings up saying, like, her Christmas wish or New Year's resolution or whatever is to make Chris like her. And I just and it's funny because he was really kind about it when he was saying, like, you just have to listen. You just have to listen. And even sitting there, she wasn't listening.
You know,
She's like, well,
she's like
what am I
running her
supposed to
mouth
do?
as he's sitting here telling her to stop and listen. But I suppose that comes with
Yeah.
age and experience, you know. One day she'll wake
I
up
mean,
and be
I
like,
guess.
wow, he was really trying
I
to
hope
take care of me.
Because he seems very patient and willing to do for her. Even when her mom is ready to, like, wipe hands of her and be done, he's like, no, we're going to try again. No, we're going to try again. And so
It's the
I
driving
hope she
force
gets to the
in
point
our
where she
life.
sees- Yeah. Because he
Aw.
does seem to love her a lot.
What did you think about Gia's boyfriend giving her that rock?
How old are they?
She cannot be older than, like, what, 11?
Are they even that old? Like, I'm so disturbed by
Her
I'm just
Princess
like,
Diana ring.
Oh, it's the Princess Di ring, and I'm just like, these kids are too much. Because they already got too much going on. And now she got a boyfriend?
Okay. Uncle Joe's like, she better not know what a boyfriend is. She's too young
I'm
for
gonna
that. I'm gonna whip him
She should
down.
barely know what a boy is.
And really, Uncle Joe, okay. And really, Uncle Joe shouldn't really be telling Gia that he's gonna like bite his ear off, Mike Tyson style. I'm like, don't come to my kids and say that. Sweet goodness.
I know.
But then. Oh, what's that?
No, I was gonna say they all are very interestingly cute in their red poofy dresses and white poofy dresses. Oh, that was the
cutest picture ever. It was so cute. And Uncle Joe made mention of, you know, it really feels like home when he sees all their kids playing together. But that was immediately followed by a lot of smack talking.
Yes.
Oh, I'm just like, let it go. Let it go. I feel like Mel and Teresa, that same kind of relationship. I think that Joe and Joe have the same kind of deal going between the two of them. The constant jabs, and we want to get along, but we don't. But it's nice to get a little break from Mel and Teresa fighting for a second.
I agree. But everybody in that circle, it's all ego for all of them.
Absolutely. Like, for instance, like Mel's getting ready with the kids. Mel, we're on a nickname basis by now, actually. We're going out for coffee this evening. She's sitting there, she's talking to her kids about Christmas and what the meaning of Christmas is. And her daughter responds, well, you get presents and it's just a really happy time. And then Melissa's like, well, what else? What else does Christmas have to do with it? And she's like, I don't know. And Melissa responds, oh, it's Jesus' birthday. And I don't know. I just found that comical. But
yeah, it's like she constantly referred to it being Jesus' birthday. And yeah, but none of the sentiment, I guess, that's supposed to go along with that seemed to come up for discussion. So,
I know, right? Like Christmas cheer and giving and not getting. You know, I don't know how they're doing it in Jersey.
I don't know.
I got to visit over there. Get a real grasp on it. But Caroline's Christmas Eve was my favorite. She's like downstairs cooking, no makeup, glasses on the head.
I know, right?
Daddy's jammies.
It looks so real. She's like in her like college sweatshirt, like looks like she's been worn out because she's actually cooking instead of like in stilettos and sequins and all the stuff.
That was a Christmas I wanted to be at.
I know. And
with Nettie Larita.
Yeah.
Barging up in there.
Would be there. I totally would want to be there. And I love Caroline Manzo.
Aunt Alice is trying to describe Santa to the kids, and I guess Albie and Chris are like, Santa's a bum. He needs to shave, get a job.
What does he do throughout the year? He only works like one day a year. That's crazy. It was a good time. They seem like, you know, genuinely having a great time, not trying to impress anybody, but just trying to enjoy family and the seasonal cheer.
See, and that's what I think Christmas is really about. It's about being with your family and giving, not getting, and just like the little things that we overlook.
Yeah, not trying to outdo each other.
You know, Melissa and Teresa. She's like, that outfit is inappropriate. Your boobies are hanging out. She's like, girl, your legs are hanging out. Get it together.
Yeah, it was. They're crazy.
I'm like, how are you going to cut her down? You're wearing the same thing.
Exactly. Except one person had feathers and the other didn't.
Mm-hmm. Well, then Santa comes in the room, and Melania's like, that's not Santa.
Exactly. She's like, that's Nana.
You know, girl. And then I guess it almost seemed as if like Melania felt bad for noticing that. And she's like, oh, I'm just kidding. I'm like, yeah, right, girl. We saw you.
Yeah, exactly. How do we feel, though? I mean, should she, like, why do we got to continue to force the kids to believe in a lie? Why can't we be like, yeah, Grandma is giving you all this stuff. She sacrificed all year long to make sure you could have all this stuff. Instead of making the poor child lie.
I hear that.
Believe a lie.
I mean, children do pick up quickly and they are intelligent. However, I guess it's about instilling that innocence.
What's innocent about lying?
Girl, I don't know. I don't have no kids. You know better than that.
That's my 2 cents on Santa Claus. Obviously, my parents didn't allow me to believe in Santa Claus.
Heard that. When did you stop believing in Santa Claus? Because
I never believed in Santa Claus. My parents always taught us that it was them that got us our gifts, and it was a blessing to have gifts, and that you should be aware that it takes sacrifice, and it's not just about getting the gifts, and you have to give, and you have to, we'd be in church and stuff. So my parents are really about the real meaning of Christmas, not about the gift thing.
I want to go to church with your family girl on Christmas. They sound like some real people.
You can come on with us on Sunday. We'll be up at church this week.
Sounds good to me. We'll get us some mimosas after.
Exactly.
So I guess the whole episode comes to a to be continued when Joe tells Teresa that he's got to go to Kathy's dinner. And it really did seem like they were having a great time. And I think Teresa did the right thing by trying to make all her obligations and family matters count and trying to squeeze everybody into her time frame. She's a busy girl running a whole household and whole family and all. But I guess Teresa said something to the effect of, you don't need to be with your cousin, you need to be with your sister. And I think that's just a little selfish.
And I think that was a little harsh because they did agree to go to Kathy's house before Teresa even invited them to their house. So
yeah, exactly.
I think,
and
they're really good.
And we didn't even talk about how Kathy felt about that.
In the end, Kathy is kind of being extra to me right now. Because I kind of feel granted, when they were at the big Christmas party at the Gorga house, yes, Teresa gave her a little bit of attitude, but she didn't do anything terrible. She was just oh yeah, now you happy to see me. A minute ago, you weren't trying to holler at me. And all she said was, yeah, I'm happy to see you too. So, yes, she did have an attitude. Yes, it was stank. But how is she supposed to know that you're about to come up to her and try to make up with her?
I guess she's supposed to read minds.
You know what I'm saying? So I just feel like she just blew it out of proportion with the whole, they're garbage. There's a trash on the bottom of my shoe.
I think they both blew it out of proportion. That was probably her reaction.
Yeah, just get over yourselves. The egos are just too big.
It's Christmas time.
Thank you.
The season of cheer.
Exactly.
Now,
eat and be merry.
Let's eat some cod. Fish only.
Exactly. But whatever. They want to fight. They got to give us a TV show, I guess.
But I thought it was definitely nice and a little genuine of her to just say something to the effect of oh, well, good days are coming. Better days are coming.
Yeah.
And I really hope
That's
so.
it.
But I feel like it's just a shift. Now that there's no problem with Teresa and Melissa, Teresa's got to have a problem with someone.
Yeah, I guess. It's kind of annoying. It's it'd be more interesting if they didn't have problems with each other and they just did stuff together and did stupid stuff that we could laugh at this point. Because their fight is kind of lame now. It's whatever.
I'm come on, guys, hash it out. If it's not worth bare-knuckle brawling, it's not worth fighting over.
Yeah, and if you're not actually going to brawl, back up.
Exactly. Leave it for the next episode. We've seen this before.
Let the men go at it.
Please, let's see that again. Oh,
I would love to see Juicy Joe and Pretty Boy Joe go at it for real.
For sure. And Pretty Boy Joe is definitely going to be wearing some kind of skirt or dress or something while this is happening.
He would be wearing spandex for sure.
Of course, running around the house.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, my gosh. Can't
Exactly.
wait. So I guess let's go to predictions because that was a pretty short episode.
It was a very short episode, but what are we going to see next week?
Hopefully not Kim G.
Not Kim G.
And now, your AfterBuzz TV
At least he keeps it kind of interesting.
I mean,
But I think her plastic surgery was pretty good.
oh, thank the Lord. I'm one of those people that cannot watch certain actors because I feel like their face is running away from their bones.
Yes.
Plastic surgery, I mean, it is on every corner, almost every other face up in Hollywood. But to each his own, I suppose. But Kim G, good job, buddy. Good job. Bad job on the bodyguard. Good job on the facelift.
Exactly, because those cheeks and that neck is all stretched neatly, and I know
It's
they were
all
making
tightened
fun
up
of her
in its
lips
places.
looking a little ducky.
Oh,
Yeah, I thought they were all right. She's doing all right.
She's looking about 20 years younger. I predict next week more drama from Kathy and Teresa, and I hope a bare knuckle brawl.
Yeah, I'm guessing Kathy and Teresa are going to continue to fight, and it'll be annoying as usual. And one of them might lose an eyeball because their eyeballs bulge out of their heads like insane when they're angry. So
sure do. Sure do. And have you noticed, like, with Teresa's face, I feel like she's grown older with every kid. Like, she is one of my favorites, and I'm not dogging, but pregnancy does change your body.
It does. And she used to, I mean, she was never pretty to me, but she looks softer. And now she looks, and I mean, I know they're going through it, so obviously life is wearing on her too. But she's looking real strained up in the face these days. Real strange.
She needs to get some Tamara from Orange County on her. For sure.
I know, right?
Get a little break, get a facelift, boom, bam, back up into TV.
Yep. And she needs to loosen up her dresses because that silver dress she wore to
wrong thong, girl.
I was like, ooh, you got a little bit too much hanging out of that. So, anywho, they're going to fight as usual, and this whole family, let's bring the family together crap is going to go on. Is this season almost over? Because it feels like it's only been about the family stuff.
Yeah, how many episodes do we have left? I think this is like 9 or 10, right? So we got probably about 4 or 5 left.
Yeah, I need a reunion because I need to know what's going on.
Cannot wait for the reunion. Can't.
Yeah, I'm ready for the reunion.
Let's all spray tan together.
Yeah. Anywho, so yeah, that's my prediction.
That's my prediction, girl. Can't wait to see you here next week.
I know, I can't wait to be in next week.
And maybe Patty will call in, girl.
I know.
From producers Kevin Undergaro and Phil Svitek, engineer DJ Jesse Janity, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. If you have questions or comments, be sure to buzz us at info@AfterBuzzTV.com. And you can find us on Facebook or follow us on Twitter by searching for AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later. Bye, Court.
Bye.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.